Unless the law firm that you as a carrier are partnering with has handled hundreds or thousands of large commercial losses, you as a carrier are at a disservice. When you get above $1 million, when you get above $10 million, the claim becomes a different animal. It involves and requires additional resources, additional person power, and additional expertise.
Typically with a large commercial loss investigation, you have a lot of parties. Not just parties you're placing on notice, but it starts with who's in the commercial building. You may have the building owner and you have a handful of tenants in there. So you got to coordinate with all of those folks to make sure their investigators and their carriers are on notice that an investigation is going to be conducted.
With a big loss, you're much more likely to have a lot more involvement of public sector fire investigators, the ATF, the state fire marshal. That's not always a good thing. A lot of times those guys get tunnel vision because they're looking for arson. You need to develop cooperation with them quickly, or bad things can happen. How are we going to secure a large industrial building that's badly damaged so the thieves don't steal the copper wiring, which is evidence in our fire investigation? Environmental concerns come up, runoff into streams. Things have to be dealt with that you just don't see on a small scale.
From day one, we know what resources we need to adequately staff the investigative phase of your loss. We know what experts we need to hire in what area of the country. We know whether or not we need to bring certain experts in from other areas of the country. We know whether or not we need to get preliminary injunctions to hold the scene. These are things that we've all dealt with before here at the firm, dealing with large commercial losses.
We've been handling multi-million-dollar losses, 6, 7, 8, even some 9-figure losses for 20 years. And that experience gives us the edge on how to handle these types of losses, what resources to bear in order to bring about significant recoveries on these large commercial losses.